Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since I last made a video, but a lot has gone on and I am back. Anyway, besides the point, I'm going to be talking about what life has been like 1 year on since I posted my, transitioning video, which I have on my Mac right here. You guys remember this? You remember this little fetus? A lot has changed. Not really physically. I would say I have changed a lot mentally. I'm a lot more open with people now, and I'm not as afraid as I once was. I did not think I would be making this video today. But yeah, it has been a hard year for both me and my family. Some family members I've just told. Some family members have known for a year, obviously, and longer. And as most of you know, that video was the way I came out to you guys. That was the way that I told my school friends that I felt this way inside, and that, I had felt this way for such a long time, and it was just mentally so challenging for me to say that and to be open with you guys. But I'm looking back on it now, I'm so glad that I did that, because I could not be happier than where I am now. So I am on the waiting list for the JIDS referral, Gender Identity Development Service. That shit. So I've been referred to that, which basically is sort of the path for me onto hormones and everything. So it's exciting. And the closest time I could see them is in October, which is in 2 months. So not long at all. Which is pretty much a month now, because July is almost over. Like, what the hell? We are like, what, 7 months into the year? Almost. That's so crazy to me. Like, what the hell? 7 months in to this year. We are here. And I'm also going to Pride on this weekend. So I'm going to be doing like a little get ready with me. Do like a little mini vlog of that, of the look and everything, of the makeup. The makeup's gonna be crazy, I'm not even kidding. But yeah, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to highlight that it's not as bad as a lot of trans kids would perceive it as though, because I was definitely one of those people a year ago who thought, my family's not going to accept me, that they're going to hate me, I'm gonna have to run away. It was just, it was really dramatic, and it wasn't like that at all. It was hard for them. I mean, I come from a family that I'm a lot older than I am, obviously. So, but what I mean by that is, a lot of people my age, their parents are in their 30s or 40s or whatever, whereas my dad turns 60 when next year. So yeah, my dad turns 60 next year. My mum was 81, so I mean, it's incredible that at their age they can just embrace something like this and just, not hate the idea and just embrace it. And they're still getting used to the pronouns. I can't even tell you how bad it is. They have the name down, like the name was a bit tricky at first, but they got the name down. They don't call me by my old name anymore. It's just that they, with the pronouns, it's so tricky for them just to switch from that, because you use pronouns a lot of the time. I mean, even without realising it, you could say, so he said this, and he wants to go here. Like, you just say it in a sentence, and you say it pretty much all the time. So, whereas somebody's name, you don't really say that as much as you would a pronoun. So a pronoun's going to be a little bit more difficult to sort of flip over from that one pronoun to the new pronoun. Clothes wise, I have gotten a lot more feminine clothes. I've started wearing bras again, so that's good, and I'm getting ones that more or less fit me. I love bralettes. I could not even tell you how comfortable these things are. Bralettes are incredibly comfortable. So this is one of the tops I have. It's like a little crop top kind of thing. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like little holes in it. You can see my bra through it, but it's like, it's really nice and comfortable for me. So yeah, and as for the name change, my name is now legally changed to Jacey Rose Crampton. And that makes me so happy. It's just one more thing that I don't have to change. Like, one thing is gone, and I'm just that one step closer to becoming my true full self. I mean, I'm myself right now, but authentically wise, like the way I look on the outside isn't me. Like, so hopefully everything just gets sorted and the hormones, I can get them on them as quick as I can. The quicker I get hormones, the quicker I can get surgery. That's the best way I see it. And I'm going to tell, for any trans person right now, the waiting list is incredibly long. I'm not even kidding you. I have been on this waiting list for about 8-9 months now, and I'm still waiting to see somebody. I mean, I have a gender therapist who deals with all the paperwork. You will get one of those pretty quickly, I would say, within like the first 4 months. At least in the UK. So, but you won't, they won't be assigned to you for the whole time. So you might feel like you don't want that person anymore. And obviously they have other trans people to see and other people with gender identity dysphoria. He or she will do the paperwork that go to the Gender Identity Development Service, which is there's 2 in the UK that currently do gender identity development services to younger people. There's the Tavistock and Portman Clinic, which is in London, and there is the Leeds Clinic, which is obviously in Leeds. And obviously, with those 2 clinics, you know, being as far away as they are and not in people's hometowns, a lot of people do have to travel. And they have a lot of people on the waiting list, so there will be priority people, not as such as these people need it more than others. It will just be people that are sort of live further away so we can see them sooner so that they don't have to keep coming as much, sort of thing, which is understandable. And with the name change, I can link all of this down below if you want to know, and if you're trans as well, I can link down the website to change your name legally. If you're 16, you do not need parental consent. It does cost £33 if you are over 16. If you're under 16, your parents will need to do it for you. And they will need to sign it. I believe it's not as much money. I believe it's like £20 or something because you are a child. But it's called DPOL. So you change your name by DPOL. And what this does, this will change your name on every document and it will replace your old certificate with the new one with your new name on it. However, this will not change your gender on your passport or anything. It's not like America. So to be able to change your gender identity on a birth certificate, you have to apply for what is called a gender recognition certificate, which I'm currently applying for. But it takes 2 years, so I will not be able to present as female on legal documents until I'm 18. Which is kind of annoying. Or at least if you have surgery before then. So, obviously, I guess it can be a very excruciating time for that to happen, but the reason it's 2 years is because people the doctors and the therapists all behind this and the doctors who are going to prescribe you your hormones want to make sure that this is what you really want to do, because some of the effects of the hormones are reversible. For example, it can, not in all cases, but when you start to take hormones, you start to lose the ability to produce, obviously, the opposite hormones. So when I take estrogen, I will lose the ability to make, testosterone. So when I don't have any testosterone in my body anymore, I will no longer be able to make sperm, so that will stop me from having children. And that is a big thing to consider. So the reason why they wait 2 years is because some people change their mind in 2 years. A lot can happen in 2 years. And, I mean, think how many times I've changed my name. I've changed my name 4 times. 4 times. And I feel like that was very important for me because I wanted to make sure that I chosen the right name. And Jacey Rose is such a name for me. Like, that is my name. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like that's somebody else's name. Like, that is my name. And I feel proud to have that name. Also, Rose, sticking to heritage reasons and whatnot. I wanted to stay close to that as well, because I know that my mum does that. She likes to do things differently with my name. She did it with all of us. So, like I said, it's 2 years, and in those 2 years, a lot can happen. You can get on hormones, you can decide if you don't want to be on hormones anymore. I mean, I could change my mind, but I don't think I will with the hormones. I want hormones incredibly badly. And I have for the past 5 years that I've known that I was trans. And I know you're thinking, wait, you've known for 5 years that you were trans? Yeah, of course I did. I mean, I just didn't want to tell people that I was. And that's a choice that I made, to tell people. And I feel as though once I have that gender recognition certificate, once it says F, the female gender marker on all my certificates, for example, on my passport, when I get a driver's license, that'll be so amazing, because I can't even tell you how embarrassing it is going somewhere and saying that, I'm female and I'm dressing female. I mean, I wear bloody heels, for Christ's sake. So, yeah, I guess there is that. And then when you go up to a desk, or when you go and present people that need the papers with the papers that say, and it says the male gender marker, or if it's the other way around, if you're a trans man and it says female on your gender and you have a female gender marker, that can be so embarrassing because you have to explain to that person. And that is why I'm doing this, so that I don't have to explain myself to people, because to be honest, it's nobody else's business that I'm trans. It's my business only. So that's pretty much what has happened in this past year. I would say a lot has happened, and obviously people have been getting used to the name and the pronouns. Pretty much all of my friends are used to it, and my friends' parents, they're pretty much used to it as well. Even though a lot of my friends' parents I didn't really, meet. You know what I mean? There is some friends that you have that you don't get to the house when you are into it's like your last year of school or whatever. And so there is that, and I guess, this is a very big journey, and my advice to anyone who is going through this is just to have patience, because things like this take time, and it's definitely worth doing your research. I have done incredible amounts of research on this whole trans thing. I've called doctors and talked to them, and I've called trans helplines and services and places that I can gain information. I've written it down, and that has really, really helped with the whole transitioning process, just gaining more knowledge and also educating other people. My family knows so much more than they used to, because I've educated them, and that's such a great thing. to, you know, have, because I just don't have to worry about that anymore. And obviously, I don't know, it's a very hard thing, I guess, to sort of, I don't know, it's very difficult to come to terms with who you are when you feel like people are going to reject you and everything, but that is my best advice. Just stay true to who you are and have faith and patience, because patience is going to be so key in this process, and it's so vital because you're going to have to do a lot of waiting for this. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I have waited 9 months and I'm still on the waiting list. So yeah, there is that, and obviously I still haven't seen the doctors in London yet, so there is that. And try to talk to someone close to you who understands and you feel can embrace you. And if you feel like you're in danger, please call someone and just hang in there, because everything will be fine. I mean, it sure was for me, and it should be for you. Okay guys, so that concludes today's video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below anything, any feedback or any advice that maybe you have for other people, or any things that you think maybe I don't know and that you could tell me. I mean, I'd love to hear what you have to say. And stay tuned. Don't forget to follow my social media, which I usually list down below. It's also in the about page on the channel info thing. So if you just click on that, it should be there. But don't forget to stay true, be you. Until next time, bye guys.